Hello everybody, Canagran again. I'm Jill Charles, registered nurse and cannabis nurse coach. This month at CannaWorks, we're continuing our discussion on mental health with this two-part look into depression and how it can affect you or your loved ones. Recently, I've been thinking about mental health and how so many people are interested in participating in cannabinoid therapy for these mental health issues. In this video, we'll be looking into what depression is and how it affects you. So let's get into it. A great place to start is what is depression? Depression is defined by the World Health Organization as a common mental disorder that involves a depressed mood or loss of pleasure or interest in activities over a long time. It can affect how a person thinks, feels, acts, and perceives the world. While it is normal to feel these things from time to time, depression makes these feelings prolonged. For a diagnosis of depression to occur, symptoms must occur frequently, i.e. for most of the day, for more than 2 consecutive weeks, accompanied by changes in day-to-day functioning, such things as affecting performance at work or school, personal relationships, or hobbies. Another couple of important things to know before we get started are, what is serotonin? Serotonin is a naturally occurring chemical in the brain that acts as a neurotransmitter and hormone. It plays a major part in mood regulation, sleep, appetite, and many other things. An important term to know is dopamine. Dopamine is another neurotransmitter that is linked with depression. The functions of dopamine include motivation, attention, mood regulation, and movement. It is directly tied to everyone's reward system. It enforces the activities that make us happy, so we seek them out again. Lastly, our other term is norepinephrine. Norepinephrine is also a neurotransmitter and hormone. This one affects your alertness, arousal, and attention, alongside your sleep cycle, mood, and memory. These are the things that, when they are not at their normal levels, most likely lead to depression. So now we have that as a baseline, we can discuss our next topic: who gets depression? The simple answer is almost anyone can. That's why we're discussing it. It's such an important thing to do. According to a 2023 Gallup poll, 29% of adults suffer from depression, which is a rise from 20% in 2015. According to the National Institute of Health, women are almost twice as likely to suffer from depression than men. Depression can occur at any time in one's life, but most commonly it first shows up in your late teens or early 20s. So what does depression look like? Here are some of the most common physical manifestations of depression: feeling sad, irritable, empty, or hopeless, losing interest in activities and hobbies, changing in appetite, eating much more or less than usual, weight loss or weight gain, sleep disturbances, too much or too little, decreased energy or fatigue. There can be an increase in purposeless physical activity, such as hand-wringing, pacing, or inability to sit still. Feelings of worthlessness or guilt, difficulty thinking, concentrating, or forgetfulness. There can be suicidal ideation. There can be slowed movements or speech that is noticed by others, and difficulty in making minor decisions. So what are the risk factors for getting depression? Biochemical risk factors are related to differences in chemicals in the brain, such as the neurotransmitters serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. There are genetic risk factors also. Many longitudinal studies concluded that depression can run in families. Personality factors are also thought to affect the risk of depression. People with low self-esteem, or who are easily overwhelmed by stress, or who are generally pessimistic, may be more likely to experience depression. Environmental risks can be another factor leading to depression. These include exposure to violence, neglect, abuse, or poverty. There is hope, however. Depression is very treatable. In part 2 of this video series, we'll be delving into the most common forms of traditional therapy and introducing cannabinoid therapy. Depression is a heavy topic to discuss, but that doesn't make it any less important. Always remember, you are not alone with this. Please like, comment, and subscribe to stay in the loop with our promise to bring you quality education. For one-to-one nurse coaching, send us an email to canalworksconsultants@gmail.com. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.